the way that this is turning out, you could be right. The waitress came without a word and simply dumped our meal. My calamari looked and tasted like potato peel. The fish was old and cold and really had a funny smell. It wasn't hard to see the evening wasn't going well. I said I just don't like the way that this whole thing is going. She turned and said, well then I think you'd better take me home. She turned and said, well then I think you better take me home. We sat for 15 minutes, man, one thing was crystal clear. Not hard to see why we're the only people sitting here. The plot was pouring pointless and they acting really bad. She started playing with her phone and I got really mad. I said I just don't like the way that this whole thing is going. She turned and said, well then I think you better take me home. Show next door, but they all noticed when she tried to find an empty chair. Sat on a lady's lap, a lap she didn't know was there. I said I just don't like the way that this whole thing is going. She turned and said, well then I think you'd better take me home. Second row, the tender moment in the show the crowd had waited for was when I heard it. Oh my God, she had begun to snore. I said I just don't like the way that this whole thing is going. I woke her up and said I think I better take you home.